All right, folks. We're
All right. Do we have to send out another?
No, I think it's
no,
the
it's
same.
yeah, it should be the same. Like
Yeah.
it's going to the same channel. Can you? I don't know. Can you see us now?
No,
you
it's not.
sounded you sounded so desperate. Like, can you just see us? Can you just fucking
Oh
see
no,
us?
wait, no. This is the shit.
This is the old one.
Where's the new one?
If my skull wasn't made of titanium, I'd kill myself.
It's bulletproof.
Oh, up. Yeah, folks, is it working? I think it is. I got on me. I don't think I can. I don't know. Yeah, let me get back on a Discord and tell everybody that's going now.
Trying to find us. Where did we go? Oh, here we. Yep, we're here now. There we go. All
Hey, all right.
right, let's try this again.
What could possibly go wrong?
Fuck me, dude. Anyway, it's yeah, same channel. So yeah, hello everybody. I don't know. It's I don't know. Hang on. Um. Yes. Oh, it is the Glasses Squad. Holy shit! You're right.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah,
We
bunch
are
of
good.
yeah, a bunch of brown-haired dudes with glasses and beards. Nothing you've never. It's some you've never seen before.
See, I don't usually have a beard. I just can't shave at the moment, so
What? Why can't you shave? Are you what?
because my face still hurts really bad. I had my wisdom teeth out on Monday.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay.
he can't touch his face.
Okay, well, now that that's finally fixed, I'm gonna finally fucking finish copying all these questions over, so nothing else better happen or I'm gonna freak out.
The entire stream just implodes.
Dude.
Like he's gonna
Bro.
freak out so bad, his wife's gonna come in and be like, "Dude, just stop.
Someone,
Go to bed."
I can't! I have a fan base, Sharon! Fucking
no, somebody's gonna join the call and it's gonna completely just fuck everything up.
Dude, I would love that. If somebody just jumped in.
Just Nave out of nowhere.
Oh God,
Dude,
I
I
can't
asked
escape
him
him.
I asked him if he wanted to join the Q&A and like answer questions and shit with us, but he never answered, so whatever.
He's probably streaming or doing something. I don't know.
Taking a poop.
His girlfriend's combing his hair.
Oh yeah, that's right, with that Aussie kids detangler or whatever.
That you thought was like a Bud Light Platinum.
Dude, I honestly thought it was a Bud Light Platinum. That would have been so fucking cool.
That would have been cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it just
Yeah,
sits
so
there and it's like whenever like a drink sponsors something like that and it just sits there but nobody ever touches it or even acknowledges it.
yeah, like in any teen drama, there will be like 14 glass bottles of Coke just laying around and it's like first off, where the fuck did you get that? Second off, hell yeah,
Like
make that
no
money.
and nobody ever touches them ever.
Also, fucking X, stop telling me to get verified, bro. I'm not gonna pay $5 a month for fucking Twitter Premium. Get the hell out of here.
For a
It's like
blue check mark that means nothing.
I think it's like it's the only way you can edit tweets.
It is.
I'd
If
rather
they've
just
already
like
sent. It's like just delete it and then just
yeah, and redo it.
and just redo it.
Just copy the text, delete the tweet, and then just redo it. I don't
No,
see what the
Right.
fucking
but
problem is.
but guys,
Yeah.
we got to do the Doctor Disrespect method of editing it 5 times and incriminating ourselves.
Oh yeah. I talked
And
to
did
a
you
minor. Oh
and you
wait, I fucked it up. I did not talk to a
and
minor.
did you see that like he tweeted it was like a couple days ago it was like a picture of like him playing chess and the other person playing checkers or whatever And
Oh,
someone's like, that camera angle is really low for an adult.
Oh, Thrack, your volume is kind of low, Matt says.
Oh, hold on.
Can you turn up your input volume in
Oh,
Windows?
well, I could probably hit my, let's see, my settings.
It's all the way up in here.
God damn it. I just do this. How about now? Is that better?
Yeah, it sounds good to me. It's just Matt said it.
Is this louder, Matt? Is that what you want?
Ugh.
Yeah, YouTube Premium's pretty cool. Fuck, I miss. Oh man.
Yeah,
Ever
YouTube
s-
Premium is nice, but like I pay for so many other like subs at this point. Like, why would I do that one? And like I got Spotify like on a family plan now to help out my
Yeah,
parents. So I'm like, well, I can't fucking cancel it now.
I know, but before Spotify, like I think I hopped on the Spotify train finally like 2 or 3 months ago from having like the YouTube. I promise we'll get to the Q&A, people. I used to have like the YouTube Music and YouTube Premium plan, which was pretty fucking sweet because I had this like monolithic fucking playlist of video game tunes that I was so proud of. And then now I'm on Spotify and I don't have YouTube Premium anymore, so I gotta watch ads all
It
the
was
time.
weird. They had them like separated. It was like Red and Music or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
But now
Now
they've
it's
just put them together.
Can
yeah.
we just can we talk about how YouTube Red was still the dumbest fucking name they could have thought of?
Yeah.
That was stupid. Bring
YouTube
back
Red.
Google.
What is the porn site that's closest to that called again?
I don't
Isn't
know.
it
Red-
like RedTube or
Yeah,
something
there's
stupid?
there's literally RedTube. When everyone was
Yeah.
like YouTube Red, I'm like, did they not think this through? No, of course they didn't.
Oh,
It's Google.
Wh-
Of course they didn't.
what was that one Google like social media site? Google Plus. That
Oh,
shit was
Google
kind of cool
Plus,
for a
yeah.
minute.
I
That
think
Facebook
was
for
cool.
like
Isn't Google Plus still a thing?
no, it's gone.
No,
Okay, because I remember
was-
when that happened, and we all just like had one. I think because if you had like a Gmail, like you just had
Yep.
one, and I looked at it and I was like, I don't know what this is.
And then they
Like,
it was
forced
kind of
you to.
cool.
Then
it
they
looked
forced.
under construction the whole time.
It was
Yeah.
cool until they forced you to integrate it into your YouTube account, especially if you have
Yes.
especially if you have a pre Google Plus YouTube account, which is like
Yep.
really premium these days.
Yeah, because I started my like the main YouTube account I watch stuff on in like 2007.
Mm.
So,
Dude, I've had the same email address since I was, I think, like 8, no, like 9 or 10 years old. It's big_roach09. Uh,
I mean,
so hey, if anybody out there wants to send your old pal Aaron an email, just hit a big_roach09 because I made it when I was fucking 10 and I thought having a name like Big Roach was fucking cool.
I mean that's why the GNC podcast YouTube channel is technically Frogs Rule 24.
Frogs
Frogs
ruled.
rule, dude.
Yeah.
24. So there were 23 other people who thought frogs ruled.
No. 24 for reasons.
Was that Jeff Gordon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jeff Gordon. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, okay. I was hoping and praying to God that it was Jeff Gordon.
That's how old that email was made because was probably during the peak of his career.
I want to go fast. I want to go fast.
Oh, he went fast.
Actually, he was actually in the twilights of his career by that point, but because I didn't get internet, I didn't get access to the internet until I was like in middle school. So
I think
I had access
think
to the
same for
internet
me.
in the early 2000s. Like I remember it was the tail end of AOL. So like we still got like the discs of like free like 1,000 hours of AOL or whatever, and occasionally we used them.
see, I didn't
And
get
that was
internet.
fun.
I didn't get internet access until like
Woohoo!
2007. I want to say.
Yeah, I had it before then, but it was very limited back then, especially for a child who didn't know what he was doing with it. I remember playing, I think it was some kind of Batman Flash game, and the thing just was the slowest. It was
I
the
just played-
slowest thing I've ever experienced.
I just played RuneScape. That was literally all I
Dude,
did.
Yeah.
I chatted the fuck out of my homies on MSN though, and like YouTube
Oh,
chat
yeah,
or not,
MSN
not
MSN
YouTube,
AIM.
Yahoo chat
AIM.
rooms.
AIM.
AIM was the
AIM,
tits,
yeah.
dude.
My entire background was like was nothing but Rush. I remember that.
Well, I remember
Dude.
AIM is where I learned about like BRB, LOL, like all those that we just
Slowest
No.
dial up.
Raffle. like
yeah,
Raffle.
yeah,
Fuck, I
like
admit.
like all that stuff. Yeah, when somebody said BRB, I'm like, what the hell is that? And they're like, oh, it means I'll be right back. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it was from there we went to MySpace, right? We all learned how to
Yep.
code. so we could have like the animated backgrounds and your own like specialty cursor,
In your
and then
Yeah,
music
and
have
your own
the
playlist.
cool
music
little
playlist at the
playlist.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then we went to
mine was like,
Facebook, and it was.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say then we went to Facebook, and it was boring as fuck.
But it was cleaner and easier to use.
It was, but it was still so much less interesting
Yeah,
than
it
MySpace.
just
Yeah,
it
man.
looks so sleek at first.
Unless you were like your old pal Aaron, who totally skipped MySpace and went to Tagged, which was like the cool kid, like hot topic version of MySpace. Man,
I
God,
was
I'm
not a
so
cool
cool.
kid, so I've never heard of this until
I
just
was
now.
not either. I don't know why
Did
I
you
ever
guys-
joined Tag.
Did you
Yeah.
guys make a free webs account over on
No.
like, free web?
I did not.
I made a free webs for my old like YouTube like version like 2 because my YouTube channel's changed like so many fucking times over the years.
Yeah. It's just I should have got a camera back then and started doing this bullshit in like 07, 08.
I did, and
probably
it was
I'd-
awful. And I
I'd probably
fucking
have-
buried that shit.
I'd love to know like 2008 me's opinion on gaming.
If you guys want some really awful cringe, look on the GNC YouTube channel. You will find some hilarious reviews
I
of like,
I did. Oh, I did.
of
It-
like
there's
15, like
there's videos of
14-year-old
you
me.
playing like bass, I think.
Yeah, those are there too. They're awful.
Yeah.
I
they're
deleted
awesome.
most of the live action stuff has been privated. That's never seeing the light of day. But there's some game reviews on there, and they're awful. So,
I wish I could go back in time and I guess just like download a transcript of what games I played back in the day and compared to the games that I play now. Holy shit, like for one, I actually used to sit down and play through games back in the day, but now it's just like I'll play through a quarter of a game and then be like, "Oh, this new game came out. I better start playing that."
well, back in the day, you had to actually pick your games like wisely, like because you'd only get like one game for like every couple of months if you were lucky. So
Yeah.
like that's why I'd pick like my really long RPGs because I knew those would last long.
I love you
Yeah.
have like so many different Dreamcast reviews on your old shit.
Oh,
There's,
because the
Sega
Dreamcast.
review, Sega Dreamcast controller review, Dreamcast review. Like what the fuck?
Review, Jesus
that was-
Christ, Bill.
And
Pick
it's
up your
even
mind.
it's somehow worse than the original,
Yeah.
probably. But
And then you showing off your 3D controller at the retro store I was at today. They had a 3D controller in box, 125.
so I was really into the Dreamcast just because like that's kind of what sparked my whole retro collecting like
Yeah,
nonsense.
I feel like I still have it somewhere. I just gotta look for it.
I'm a what the fuck? My bad. I looked away for a second. I was looking at like the
Yeah,
I don't know why it automatic.
I don't
what?
know why Jerry said ASL. Like, is he
'Cause we're-
suffering? Is he suffering from ASL right now?
No, because we were talking about like MSN and shit, bro.
Oh, yeah, you remember Omegle? Like, don't
Yeah,
ask your
don't remember
ASL.
Omega
Age,
never
sex,
went
location.
anywhere. It still exists.
No, it's gone. They finally closed it down.
Oh,
Thanks,
you're
Jeff.
right. You're right.
Oh,
they
man.
did, yeah.
Yeah, my Midwest shows all the time. I ope so fucking often. I've just embraced it. I don't even try to hide it anymore. I ope as much
The-
as possible, dude.
I feel like the most Midwest thing is when you're on a phone call with somebody, and then when you have to end, they go, bye. Like,
Okay.
a-
Right. I feel
that's a ve-
attacked.
That's a very Midwestern thing.
I
They're like,
feel very
bye."
attacked.
It's
Don't
alright.
ever call NEC technical support again. Then I end every single call with that like bye.
It's okay. Occasionally, my my New Englander will leak out, and like I'll just stop pronouncing my R's for a while. So
Get the fuck out of here! It's time for a Boston beer review. Fucking
Beer
put this whole fucking
beer
town in my
review.
review.
if you listen
It's my
closely,
beer evu.
if you listen closely on either GNC, 3DO, or Geek Addicts, you'll occasionally hear it slip out, and it just kind of happens every now and then. But
Holy
So
shit!
how's Gim Fandango going for you, Bill?
He's a New Englander, he's not fucking brain dead, right? Jesus Christ!
I mean,
difference?
It's the same thing. I mean, let's be real here.
Come on.
So-
I mean, so is being Midwest. We have fucking walking tacos, bro. It's just Doritos with taco meat. We're fucking
people
stupid
just
down
eat
here.
blocks of cheese walking down the street. It's fucking disgusting.
Bop, do it dop. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jerry's putting some Hanson lyrics in the chat. It's pretty great. Remember Hanson?
They're
Yeah,
they're
they're-
kind of underrated.
they're old now, and it's actually kind of cool that they're all still together and they didn't fuck their lives up, which is kind of cool.
Well, it's because they were just like three brothers making music. And weirdly enough, if you deep dive through their discography, they got some decent tunes in there.
Yeah. By the way,
Because
folks,
they got big, but it wasn't like big enough to ruin their career. It was big enough that they could still just do whatever they want.
is Matt a Midwesterner as well, or is
No,
Matt a
he's
New
a New
Englander?
Englander. He's saying
Oh,
he
okay.
brings it out in me. But to be
Man,
fair,
damn it.
honestly, it was worse in the older. It was worse in the older GNC episodes more than anything. I've kind of phased it out.
Just full blown Bostonian.
Eventually, they just start talking about Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
fuck Duncan. Like, let's be real here. They
Dude.
suck. They suck at everything they do now.
You know what sucks more than anything else? Like, so many of the people in our podcaster circle of like friends and shit.
They're
so
all
many.
assholes.
They'll. Yes. No, I'm just kidding. No. So many of you motherfuckers have like. A lot of you guys live in the same like state or like area and shit like that, but like there's no other Iowa podcasters, motherfucker. It's so
I mean,
weird.
I don't think any of. I think I'm the only Ohioan.
No, there's Dave Jackson.
Oh yeah, that's true. But
There's a couple other
he's kind of
Ohioans
above
too.
us. Let's be real here.
Yeah, he's a god amongst men, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, other than like Matt and Alex,
Dunks.
I'm pretty sure me, Matt, and Alex are like the only New England, like Massachusetts, Connecticuters. Right
Yeah, like
now.
There's gotta be more.
like
Folks,
is the most West Coast person we have Dre? Even though he's not on the West Coast, he's in Nevada.
no. Play Along Jared is in
Alejandro,
California.
Jared. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Alejandro's in California.
Jerry's,
So they're
Jerry's our Canadian.
So is Dave. And the Elder Trolls.
Yeah, the Elder
guys.
Trolls.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
very Canadian. Those
There are
guys.
there are Toronto Blue Jays. Or
Torontites.
Toronto the
Torontarians.
Toronto Raptors.
Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
I mean,
I like that.
Adams are our local Australian, so
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to have one. That's
Who
the
else is
DEI
Illinois?
hire.
Oh, Jeff, there's I know there's one of us that's in Illinois. I'm not trying to dox people though, so maybe we should move away from this.
as long as you don't
Um,
say where exactly.
I mean, you're just saying the state. Like
That's true. I
they're
mean,
all
yeah,
pretty big.
Unlockables Eric is in Illinois.
I don't think we got anybody in the UK. Like no Europeans.
Hold on. What the fuck do you want, guy? Christopher, he's from Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Jerry says this great aunt died of Torontites. Torontitties. Folks, we're gonna get to the Q&A real soon. We're just kind of like waiting a little bit.
Some nice Canadian titties. Yep.
Yeah.
We're just bullshitting at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
just waiting for more people to join in. We've had 2 people leave, unfortunately. Whoever you are, the left. I'm crying right now. You can't see it, but I'm actually crying. I have a genetic condition that doesn't allow me to show it, but I'm actually crying.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Fuck it, should we just get to it?
Yeah, why not?
At this point, yeah.
I mean, you're gonna save this
Okay.
as a VOD, right?
Yeah.
So that's fine.
All right. Yeah, some of these, like if it's just like something like, oh, what's your favorite game? We all 3 can answer it, but if it's just like to one person, we'll just I don't know. Do you guys
Yeah.
have the link for the Google Doc though?
That I
I
do.
got it open in a
Okay,
separate
cool.
tab.
Here, I'm gonna share my screen. Well, no, I guess we don't need to share my screen. My screen, goddammit, I don't need to show you guys. So yeah, the first. Well, yes. Hello, everybody. Hi, this is SuperPod Network. Yay! I don't know. I guess we don't need to intro it because it's a live stream, dude. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. The first question comes from Anubis Hero. Can you give me 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, 2 number 45s, one with cheese, and a large soda? Yes, absolutely. What kind of soda though? That's a hot, loaded, steamy question.
Well, that's the question though. Do they have Coke or Pepsi products?
Here's a very loaded question for you. Which ones are what's the superior like option?
Well,
Coke or Pepsi?
Well, unfortunately, I'm a Jeff Gordon fan, so I just have to kind of be a Pepsi fan at this point. But
Okay, I'll accept
Are
that.
are we
Correct?
just doing Coke or Pepsi, or are we doing like their entire lineup?
This
probably
is
the
just
entire
like
lineup.
If it's the
Yeah, I
entire
guess, yeah.
lineup, I go Coke. But between Coke and Pepsi, I'm a Pepsi guy. Because I used to be a Coke guy, but for some reason, it just doesn't taste the same to me anymore. It's like Pepsi can get fucked.
Yep. Sorry, Beth.
Like I used
I
to
don't know.
love Coke,
I like Pepsi though.
but for some reason, like either my taste buds changed or something. Like Coke, just I don't like how it tastes anymore. But Pepsi is still rocking, so I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I
Dr.
don't
what
really
it is.
Dr. Pepper's good.
I'm not a big soda guy anymore. Like if I am drinking it, like it's a root beer at most, or like I'll get a Dr Pepper.
Yeah, it is.
Mountain
Shout
Dew is
out.
just fucking sugar abomination at this point. I'm not into that anymore.
Yeah, dude,
I
honestly,
think
if you're gonna drink a
I
Mountain
don't think
Dew,
Bill's like enough of
get
of
a
a hick to be drinking Mountain Dew. You know.
I mean, back in the day, maybe that
Dude,
shit's expensive and terrible for you.
There's
teenage
only-
Aaron drank that shit. Oh, that's like all I fuck. I'm surprised I didn't get kidney stones with how much of that shit I fucking drank back in the day. Now, if I drink a Mountain Dew, it's 0 sugar because I don't want to die at the age of 42.
See, I'm
There's
I
such
like
a
having both feet.
See, there's only one Mountain Dew flavor I like, and it's the pitch black.
Imagine joining late and just hear Thrax saying I used to be a Coke guy.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
mean,
Yeah.
let's be real. Like
now I do heroin.
Coke is more watered down now. Yeah. I mean,
It probably
I-
honestly it wouldn't
I kind of
surprise
agree.
me because some about it just I don't know what it is. It's just too weird now.
it
like
I don't know. Like for me,
I
like
think it
it's
depends
like
on where you go.
Maybe.
it's funny how like advertisements and indoctrination actually happens because like I said earlier, NASCAR guy, and I'm drinking fucking Bush now, and I don't even like Bush, but
Bush.
they sponsor my fucking driver now, so I have to drink it just to.
They sponsor my
No, you
fucking drive.
don't.
I'm
No,
sorry.
you
I'm
don't.
so sorry,
It's
but I'm not
such
gonna
a
do that
weird
anymore.
thing to be like.
You wouldn't understand, man. It's
No,
like,
I wouldn't.
it's
I
a
don't-
thing.
It's like the Canadians with hockey. Like
It's just a thing. Like
Hockey's cool though.
okay, so
Jared,
I
how
go to
much
m-
you like hockey? Tell me.
I think I don't think he's much of a sports guy. He watches sports sometimes. I think just to get hammered. I'm pretty sure. Jerry, I think I'm right.
He'll let us know.
Yeah, he'll let us know in the chat sometime.
Let's see, Jeff, I don't drink soda anymore because I'm more very prone to kidney stones. Well, that doesn't sound good. And
understandable, man.
Matt's
Yeah.
struggling with his Mountain Dew addiction, so we might have to schedule an intervention with him soon. So,
Dude, we'll get to the rest of the Q&A, but we got to hang on for a goddamn minute because like it's a goddamn crime that if you go to like Taco Bell and you get a Baja Blast or you just get a soda in general, they give you the tiniest fucking thing ever, like the tiniest little tiny cup. But then if you go to like McDonald's or like this Midwest taco chain called Taco John's, and you get like a large, and it's this fucking gigantic fucking like I guess like plumbing tube. I don't know.
yeah, I'd rather have
it's
the
huge.
smaller portions. Like I remember when McDonald's used to have the styrofoam cups. If you remember those.
That's so bad for
Well,
you and so
I-
bad for the environment.
I remember,
know,
like,
but people
the-
used to get them all the time. And
I remember
fill 'em
the
with Coke.
Super Size Me like thing for a while, and like that the one thing that movie actually did was like get rid of the supersized option for a while
Yeah,
there.
even though that whole movie's a fraud. And
No,
he
it
was a
is.
fraud.
Well, yeah, because he was fucking an alcoholic, and that's why his liver was fucked the entire movie.
and he
You say
canceled-
frog
and
or fraud?
fraud?
Because frogs
frog.
rule 24, man.
Yeah,
Haha.
Jerry likes
No.
the playoffs. That sounds about right.
And beer.
Playoffs.
I mean, that's the most Canadian thing, liking beer.
Yeah. Who wants to? Which one of you guys wants to read the next one from Adam? Backlog.
will-
Fuck.
I'll
Backlog
do
bloggery.
it. I'll do
Okay.
it from
Sorry, I'm having a
Australia.
stroke.
This is from down under. From Adam, what do you love most about the place that you live?
We can each do this one. It's an all
so-
play.
Yeah. So my immediate area, I don't know, to stay on topic, I like that there's so many retro gaming stores around me. There's like a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I can kind of shop around, but prices are just getting so bad these days that I rarely leave with anything good. But yeah. What can you
Ooh,
do?
Wendy's is better. Jeff says Wendy's is better.
Wendy's has gone super downhill.
It
Oh,
has, but
I don't know about
McDonald's,
that.
The
Dude,
McDonald's is still pretty
they changed the nuggets. and they're worse now.
Well, if
I've
I'm going to
noticed-
Wendy's,
man.
if I'm
I've
going to
I
noticed-
like
Wendy's,
Wendy's.
But
Let's-
when Wendy's had the yellow boxes, it hit different. All right, like that was.
Everybody
peak
says
Wendy's.
that, but like it's
It was so
good now. They have the always
fries
crispy
back then were
fries.
better. The fries back
the
then were better. The
chili.
burgers were better.
I'll
The
say
nuggets
like
were like nice and crispy. Now they're just like the breading is so thin and they're smaller now, like noticeably smaller. It just I don't know. The chili's still fine. The burgers are okay,
Dude,
but like I'm a
as long
Wendy's
as-
You know what I
connoisseur,
like about
okay,
Iowa?
God damn it. I'm an Ohioan, so I need to know my Wendy's.
I mean,
okay?
as long as the, I mean, when it comes to Wendy's, to me, like, I don't really eat fast food anymore. But if I'm going to Wendy's, I'm getting a burger. Like, I'm not getting the fries or the, well, the fries
they're-
kind of happen, but
Their burgers have
Still
changed, but
way
their
better
burgers are
than
fine. Their burgers
McDicks.
are still fine. But
If I'm
I don't know,
getting
it's not the
nuggets-
same anymore.
if I'm
They
getting
have the
chicken,
fucking
I'm
pretzel
going
buns,
to-
bro.
Well, when they did,
They still
pretzel
do.
buns
They,
were
s-
good.
they still have the pretzel buns. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm
They
getting
don't do that.
chicken, anything, I'm gonna go to like Popeyes because Popeyes has underrated chicken.
They really do, dude.
Underrated? I don't know about that.
Well, I don't know when everyone hypes up Chick-fil-A, but Popeyes is like superior in every way.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, most people are gonna say
Chick-fil-A
like
has-
Chick-fil-A or
Chick-fil-A
like
has
KFC.
the religious crowd behind it. That's what gives it the boost.
Yep.
Fair, but like I
Did
ignore
they
that,
have
and I'm just the food itself.
Yeah.
Jeff says, "I know it's more expensive and the quality is crap, but I still love White Castle and Arby's.
Oh,
I
I miss White Castle. There used
We
to be
don't
one by
have-
my there used to be one by my house, and they closed it a long time ago. And now the closest one to me is like an hour away.
God
So,
damn,
yeah.
we don't have White Castle in Iowa. We went to one when we went to Michigan, and it was pretty fucking good. Arby's, I do fuck with some
We have the
Arby's a lot
meats.
though.
We have the meats.
They
I
do
still
have the
haven't-
meats, man.
Well, I did try their first round of burgers, and those were okay.
Arby's
Um,
chicken is surprisingly good.
Oh, their tendies
Fuck
are
yeah, it
they
is,
have
dude.
some really good tendies.
And that the Jamocha shake,
Oh, Jamocha shake's good.
so good.
Their
Ro-
potato
classic
cakes,
roast
their
beef.
I think the
Oh, the
potato,
potato
cakes.
cakes, yeah.
I think
No.
they're still back. I think they're still in
Yep.
that.
Fine
time
time
frame.
willed it into existence. That was all fine
Yeah.
time.
Dude,
My-
those potato
An-
cakes are so fucking good.
Andre and Steve,
Love
if you're
'em.
listening to this,
Mm.
thank you
I
or
still-
watching.
Yeah, but I'm a curly fry guy. all the
I
way.
still
Curly
laugh,
fries,
but
yeah.
like my favorite like Arby's thing ever is the fact that I think it still exists, but there was a Twitter account called Nihilist Arby's, and it was like this
Yeah,
nihilist
Yeah,
I remember that.
asshole.
Oh, dude, that was
He
the
was
greatest account
great.
ever. Or like
It
swearing
was.
roast dinner. Swearing roast dinner is the best.
Is it gone?
I think Nihilist. I think I follow Nihilist Arby's still, so I think it still exists.
I think I follow him on my personal Twitter that I never use.
Same. Same.
By the way, Jerry,
There he
we-
is.
we do have A&W. We have A&W that are like connected to Long John Silver's down here in Iowa. It's awesome though, man.
Every A&W I've ever seen is connected to another restaurant. They're never
Yep.
by themselves. It's A&W and Long John Silver's. A&W. I saw an A&W KFC once.
What the
Oh, yeah?
fuck?
Yeah.
Rack and Aaron go to White Castle. I guess I don't fucking exist.
No, we're meeting you there. We're gonna
Yeah,
meet you
'cause
there.
You have White Castle like down the fucking street, don't you?
No, I don't. There's no White
Yeah.
Castle up here.
Not New
What?
England. No,
They don't
no.
exist up
White,
here.
White Castle's an Ohio thing.
Yeah.
I think they were formed in Ohio.
They have
yeah,
them in
like-
like New York and New Jersey, don't they?
That's
That's
not
not
close.
New England.
That's not close.
New
Oh,
England.
whatever. The whole East Coast is
That's
just like
still-
one
that's
big
like 3
enigma. I
hours.
don't-
That's
Yeah.
like 3 hours away.
Bill,
Yeah.
do the next question.
Like once I was in upstate.
Oh
New
wait, no,
York,
we didn't all answer it.
Well, once I was in upstate New York, and I was like, "Oh, we should go to New York City," and they're like, "Dude, that's like an 8-hour drive." I'm like, "Oh, never mind."
I'll answer
what-
what I love
Yeah.
most about the place I live. It's peaceful. It's mostly farming community, and it's quiet.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's kind of the same thing about where I live too. Like we live maybe 15 minutes away from Des Moines, but it's like a smallish town, and yeah, it's a cheap place to live. It's quiet, peaceful.
It's not cheap over here. That's all I'll tell you.
It's getting worse
Shit.
over here. Like it's
I will say,
barely affordable.
I'm the youngest person on my street, and I'm really happy about that because all my neighbors are super nice and they don't bother me.
Blasting Little John as you come down the street to the window.
No, I've got fucking anime music playing. That's
yeah,
what's going on.
there's no
Ooh,
Bill.
that's
Bill
pretty
does
cool.
not listen to rap. Let's be real here.
I listen to the closest thing to rap I listen to is like Linkin Park, 311.
311, dude. 520, bro.
Run DMC, I guess. Like,
Bill, do the
Oh,
do the next
God.
question.
Yeah,
Alright.
please.
Please. Sorry, I don't mean to
Alright.
boss you around.
Is there a
I'm a huge
game?
piece of shit.
Is there a game or series that you do a yearly playthrough of? And if not, what would you like to do?
Well, we
for-
know Bill's answer.
Well, yeah, for me, that's obvious. It's Persona 4 Golden. I play that game once a year. I have
I feel
no
like
fucking shame.
you're always perpetually playing that game.
I usually am. It's like a constant. My Vita. It's usually constantly in my Vita. When Persona 4 Golden is not in my Vita, that's when I'm actually. It's kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you have a yearly playthrough, Aaron?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I guess every year I do like either play through Earthbound or like I start to play through Earthbound and then I stop to play something else. But Earthbound, I probably do play yearly.
My yearly playthrough is Metroid Fusion. Been doing that for a few years now, so
Hell
See,
yeah.
Thrax got the sensible game. Me and Aaron have
You're
a
right.
fucking RPG.
yeah, you can knock it out in like 3 hours.
Earthbound isn't too long. Earthbound definitely isn't as long as Persona fucking 4,
No,
man.
Persona
That's
4
quite the investment.
Persona 4, depending on how you play, is from like 90 to 100 hours. So
Yeah. What if I said I'm gonna 100% Lego Star Wars every year?
I mean, that's
I-
still shorter than an RPG.
I've
Yeah,
dialed
it felt-
911
I will
to
say
have
it
a
felt-
wellness
it
check
felt
for
like-
you.
It felt like a fucking eternity. It was a great game, and it is fantastic. I do like that game a lot, but ugh, it's just ugh.
Oh man.
A guy at work asked me if I enjoyed torturing myself, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't
Kinda.
know. Maybe.
So we got a comment from Snow Daisy, best romance option in Persona 4. If you look at my description on my little name thing there, it's pretty obvious, but I'm a Yukiko stan.
Aaron, do you have an answer?
I haven't made it very far, so I'm also gonna go Yukiko.
I know enough to slightly combat Bill. I'm a Risei. I like Risei.
Risei's good too, but
I like
Yukiko's
Risei.
better.
Nah, I disagree, but we're not relaunching the waifu wars, okay?
Waifu Wars.
This
What
is
is
the
the
one game I will actually go into waifu war shit. Most times I don't give a shit, but Persona's the one I
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, like Chitose, just ugh. She's the
Oof.
calm the fuck down. All right,
This
Aaron.
next one. Yeah, this next one's tough. What is the coolest special edition that you own?
Oh,
I don't own very many, actually. I usually
I-
just get like the base edition because I'm a little bitch.
I don't know if you can see it, but back behind me, there's like my steel books, and in the back, I have the limited run game edition as of No More Heroes 1 and 2, like the big boxes of them. So I got both
Hell
of
yeah.
those. And when you got them both together, you got the Santa Destroy flag, which I do have hanging over here as well. So
That's
then,
cool as
You
shit.
can see I have the soundtracks. You got the soundtracks. You got art books. You know, the games physically and all that. And it was definitely worth paying for. So
So-
it's probably that.
Do you want to go first, Aaron, or
You go. I still need to think. I
Okay.
don't know if I own any special editions.
I do have, if you can see it back there, I do have the Bayonetta 3 special edition.
nice?
And I have my copies of 1, 2, and 3 on Switch on top. And then there's the Bayonetta amiibo. Can you tell
Oh
I'm a
damn,
fan?
dude. Beth
Can
and
you
Jerry
tell?
are fighting in the chat.
So, for me, it's kind of funny, but like, I
Isn't there a
have a.
Persona 4 special edition?
I don't have the Persona 4 Golden Special Edition. It's one of the
What
things
the
I'm
fuck?
because I didn't get into it until after it already came out. So,
think
that's
there's a-
besides the point.
Are you going to get the limited run games one?
It didn't really interest me.
That's fair.
I will say my favorite special edition I own is actually this one is kind of obscure, but it's the Persona 5 and 3 Dancing Starlight Star whatever special edition that came out in Japan only because we got fucked in America like we always do. It comes with both Persona 3 Dancing Star Night and Persona 5 Dancing Star whatever, the two dancing games, but it comes with the full soundtrack like on like it's like a 5-disc soundtrack set in this nice collector's case. That's probably my favorite special edition I've ever had.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay. I'm thinking. I mean, I guess I don't know, man. I think I probably have like one cool one for a 3DS game. I think I got like the launch edition of Entry and Odyssey Nexus, and it came with some cool pins and all sorts of cool shit. But like, that's not really a special edition. That's just like a launch edition. Um,
That's still neat.
I got
it's still pretty
fu-
neat. Yeah.
pretty fun. I got threatened over getting the last copy of the Bravely Default special edition.
You got threatened over that.
Yeah, because I grabbed the last one and the guy after me didn't pre-order and he got fucking pissed and I fucking just booked it out of there. I'm like, I hate dealing with this guy.
So, some tells me he wouldn't have put up much of a fight.
No, probably not. But I wasn't gonna. I didn't. I
Yeah.
that was
Didn't
that
want a
was years
chance to-
ago. I did not want to be confrontational about over
Probably-
a fucking
probably
video game.
The fucker probably looked like Harmon Smith.
Probably.
All right, Thrak. Next one. Ooh, wait. Matt gave us a three for? No, it's a four for. Actually, I'm making up
Okay.
that word just now. A four for.
Uh,
Four.
well-
Yeah.
Okay, 4. Well, the first one, it's a good one for you, Aaron. It says, "Have you ever seen the ocean? And if not, which coast would you like to see first and why?"
Can we post Jerry's thumbnail he made in here? Like the
Yeah, it was me going like this. Fuck, man.
You should totally
No, I've never seen the ocean. Iowa is fucking landlocked. The closest ocean is like a fucking day's drive away from me, and I don't got the fucking time nor the money to go driving to see the ocean and then drive back home.
if
Well,
you
which
ever
one-
come to
yeah.
visit over here, we're gonna take you to the ocean.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would love to see the fucking East Coast though. That would be pretty cool. Like the
I-
East Coast, like I
Yeah.
would love to see like Maine and like all of that shit.
Yeah, I've been in the Atlantic Ocean multiple times. So, and I've been in the Gulf of Mexico, and even though in Ohio we don't have the ocean, but you can drive up to Lake
Pointed
Erie and then
question.
pretend. You just pretend.
See,
But
for me and Matt, because we've been in New England our entire lives, we're just so we worked in Plymouth for years. Like the ocean's fucking right there, and it's just such an uninteresting thing. It's like, ah, it's the ocean again.
Bill's working on the docks. He's a dock worker.
Yeah, Jerry says lie to yourself and go to Lake Michigan. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's close
yeah.
enough.
I've
I
been
mean,
there.
See,
It's-
being in the Great Lakes, you can kind of lie and convince yourself it's the ocean.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been to the gigantic one in Michigan or whatever. Yeah. What about? I mean, yeah, you guys have already. Yeah, no, you've already answered. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Next question.
Who's got the next one?
I'll just do the second one. Why not? If you could commission a video game to be made based on any property or original for any system, what would it be?
That's
Hmm.
fucking tough, dude.
Hmm.
I mean, I'll get mine out of the way. Give me another fucking Ape Escape game, please.
Sly Cooper 5, please.
Get him out of the damn desert.
If you want me to buy a PlayStation 5 soon, announce that game, and I will buy one.
Okay, I'm gonna follow the same thing you guys are going. If they made like Legend of Dragoon 2, like it'd obviously be PS5 exclusive because it was made by Sony. I'd hop on the PS5 train.
You hear that, Sony? These are all Sony games.
Sony, use your goddamn franchises,
Stop
please.
remastering Last of Us. Okay. Well, they're remaking what, Until Dawn this year? So
Really?
I have no fucking idea.
I think
haven't
so. I think it's
followed.
Until Dawn. It's getting its like PC port now.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
But they're doing
Oh.
like a remake, and I've looked at it, and it looks a little better.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Hell yeah, Bill, you got the next one.
All right. So the next question, if you were stuck on one console, handheld or otherwise, forever, what would you choose?
3DS.
Vita.
Probably the Steam Deck. I don't
That's-
even have a Steam Deck.
That's fucking cheating. The Steam Deck can do anything. I mean, I guess
Okay,
the
if-
3DS
if-
can like.
Yeah, well,
Thank you,
if
Beth.
I,
I
if
am
I'm,
right.
If I'm not allowed to throw like mods or emulators, I have to stick with just the one console's like library. Like if backwards compatible.
No, I mean cheating. The question doesn't say anything about like not being able to mod it or anything like that. So like if you can mod it, yeah, the Steam
How-
Deck would be the good
how about
choice.
If I could have the entire library of the Game Boy, Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance, I would just pick a Game Boy Advance.
That's a good fucking choice.
That's a lot of games, and
That's a lot of games.
and I can knock a bunch of them out really quickly. But then I would eventually. Well, it would be until I get to the GBA RPGs that go for 5 million fucking years.
I would do. I would absolutely do the 3DS and just jam out DS and 3DS games all the goddamn time because you have like almost every Dragon Quest game, just a bajillion Etrian Odysseys, fucking Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, Yokai Watches and shit. I mean, even if the
the best
push
Tales
mode,
game,
yeah.
Tales of the Abyss.
Oh yeah, Tales of the Abyss, fucking Metroid Prime 2 remake. So much good shit. How about you, Bill?
Vita. Persona
Vita?
4.
Just so he
Hell
can play Persona 4 until he dies.
But
Just the one game.
That and the Vita is fucking awesome. Like all the PlayStation, PSP games.
Yeah.
There's a ton of shit on the Vita.
Though
That's
to be
awesome.
fair, Persona 4 was the reason people bought a Vita back then.
That's probably the reason why it's so fucking expensive now.
Persona 4 on the Vita is not expensive.
Like
It used to be.
a complete copy a little bit. The thing is though, you can get Persona 4 on fucking everything now, so it's like
It was on Game
Yeah.
Pass for a while, so
Now it's fucking worthless.
I mean
Just-
Vita games in general.
I have
are
a
just
physical Vita copy of it, so
Vita games in general are just expensive now, so
they really are. I have like 4. I had to look.
I mean, I've told the story a few times. I went on a fucking day-long road trip across Massachusetts to every GameStop I could find when the Vita got discontinued and just fucking cleaned out all their Vita selections.
Hell
so
yeah.
That's how I have most of my Vita collection.
Bill will never have debt because he could just sell his collection.
That's true. He could just pull a Chris.
You literally could pay the whole thing off, probably.
I
Yeah.
probably could, and that's really sad in hindsight.
I mean, you've been collecting since like what, 99? I think you said
2009.
2009. Okay, I don't know why the fuck I thought.
See, the thing is,
99,
I
but-
was collecting around that time too, but I didn't hoard it all like a dumbass. So that's my fault.
See, legitimately collecting is 2009. I mean, I've been into gaming since like 99, around then.
There we go.
Yeah. We all started gaming around the turn of the millennium.
Next question. As a parent, how do you handle trying to get your kids into your nerd stuff?
Yeah,
Well-
Bill, how do you handle that with your secret family?
The child I don't
I
have.
gotta let this fat cat out. Hold on. Or I mean, just keep talking. I'll let this fat cat out.
So
Okay.
the parent, one of the parents leaves during the parent question.
So yeah, Bill, how do you handle your children? Those,
ask me again in like a year.
Oh, a year?
No.
Oh shit!
Whoa! Hold on.
Whoa! Dropping
Bill!
some tea. Ooh,
I'm
Ooh, I got
drinking.
thirsty.
Ask me again in like fucking a decade, I should say.
We'll see.
Yeah, don't rush
Yeah.
anything, Bill.
So as a parent,
While you guys answer this, I'm gonna go pee.
it's
Okay.
not. That's fine. I think we embarrassed him.
Oh man.
Well, as a parent of just one child, it wasn't that particularly hard to get him into like nerdy stuff because he always was kind of had an interest in like Mario and Sonic and that stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, he likes playing games, and I let him play games, and the thing is, I kind of let him have full range of my library because even like some of the more mature stuff, he just doesn't have any interest in it. Like I've even tried to be like, "Oh, do you want to play like Resident Evil?" And he's just like, "No." But I did teach him. But I did teach him the rating system. So when he sees a game, he's like, "Oh, that's M. I shouldn't play that." I did the thing that people
good.
are supposed to do. But when a game is T, he usually I tell him like, if a game's T, just ask me and I'll let you know if it's okay or not. But most of the time, he just kind of sticks to what he likes, and he likes the Nintendo stuff. So we'll see how it develops as he gets older. There was one time he wanted me to play Final Fantasy X. I played it for like 5 hours, and then he never wanted to see it again.
Dad, why do you keep playing this goddamn reading game? What the hell?
His reading is better than he leads on, but
That's
you know.
good.
I think he's learned more reading from playing video games than actually reading books.
That's still kind of cool though.
Yeah, well, a lot of Nintendo games don't have voice acting, so
Yeah.
all right.
My,
Aaron, what about you? You have 2 kids, right?
Yeah, my 12-year-old. I mean, his. So he's he's my wife's son from her other relationship, but his dad was also really heavily into gaming, so he kind of got a little bit it from me and his dad. Um, so it was just kind of easy. Like he would just see us playing games and be like, "I want to do that too." And then my littlest guy, who's 3 years old, he'll see me playing a game and just sit on my lap and he'll just watch me for a little bit. So I guess that's pretty much is it. Like they'll eventually become interested in what you're interested in, and then yeah, this gets passed down, I guess.
There is a weird generational like appeal to games. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah,
feels like it's one of the few hobbies that's very easy to pass down. You know,
it
because
really
it's
is,
something that
man.
you're always doing, and it has so much like kind of variety in it, and especially us, like we even like playing the games that are more targeted for kids, right? Because we like Kirby and shit. So, and of course, kids like Kirby. Who doesn't like Kirby, right? So,
And
yeah,
it's not like fucking whittling or fucking wood carving where you need to perfect your craft over many years like video games. You can just get right the fuck into them.
my
Well, maybe
soap
not, but
my
like
soap budget is through the window because I'm learning how to carve.
my soap
I
budget.
mean, that's kind
That's
of
where
what I
you
do.
learn to carve. You learn to carve on soap. Like when I was in the
Oh
scouts,
yeah.
That
when I was in the scouts, they gave me a bar of soap and I tried to whittle and nope,
that's
couldn't
kind of what I
couldn't
do.
fucking do it.
That's kind of what I do for a living. So,
Carve soap.
well, make stuff out of things.
Oh,
Turn bars of soap into
true.
golf balls.
Oh man. Thrack, you have the next one from Will.
From my frenemy Will. Which console has the strongest RPG library of all time?
That's
Ooh,
so tough, man.
It's weird because a lot of the modern consoles have so many old ones on it now. You know?
I'd say just for convenience sake, let's limit it to the games that were made specifically for the systems.
Okay, I think that helps quite a bit because then you have like, let's see, Super Nintendo's a good contender, PS1's a good
PS1,
contender, PS2, um,
DS,
DS.
3DS,
Oh, yeah,
Game
DS
Boy
might
Advance. Like
Jesus
DS might
Christ, man.
DS might be the winner.
to me, it's between PS1 and DS. Like
I would
Ow.
shout out to the PS2. PS2 had some
PS2
really
as
banger
well.
RPGs on it. Like I think if you combine the PS3 and 360 libraries together, that's a strong RPG lineup.
The reason
But neither
say
one stands on their own. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
the reason I say PS1 is just because the PS1 has some deep cuts. Like there are
Yeah.
some lesser known RPGs on that system that
Mhm.
people tend to forget about. But then
Yeah.
you could say the same thing for DS and GBA.
Yeah,
That's true, dude.
GBA has a lot of good RPGs, but what I like about the GBA is there's a lot more variety on there than you'd think
Yeah,
when it
it's not
comes to its
just
library.
RPGs.
PSP,
Yeah.
it was literally an RPG
Oh,
machine.
yeah, PSP was an RPG machine. Yeah, that's the only
This is a tough
reason it
question.
kind of survived, really.
I mean, even the Vita was an RPG machine in its later days.
Mm-hmm.
I I want to say the PS1, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's strong. It is a strong library.
Oh yeah, and and we have to like consider, like also our taste in RPGs as well. Because I imagine some people would probably instantly say, "Oh, the 360," because of like Skyrim and Fallout and Mass
Yeah.
Effect, like the Western RPGs as well. But which that definitely helps. But the JRPGs in that era weren't as good.
The
There's
thing
some good.
though,
There's some good ones,
with
but
with PS1 too is like there was such a diverse selection of RPGs. Like
mhm.
because you had like your Final Fantasies, which were trying to push the limits, but then you also had like old school classics like Dragon Quest VII, Beyond
fucking-
Put
Beyond.
classic in quotes.
Or fucking Kingsfield, like first
Oh, yeah,
person,
like-
Yeah,
like
Kingsfield, which I
or,
believe is like the beginning of like the Souls universe. Like I think Kingsfield
in a
is
way.
connected to Dark Souls.
Probably.
Yeah. Mhm.
you had Parasite Eve, a fucking
Parasite
survival
Eve.
horror, like
Legend of
Delka,
Dragoon, Wild
Delka,
Arms,
Lunar,
Wild
Lunar
Arms,
1 and
yeah.
2.
Lunar 1
Lunar.
and 2. Yeah.
Um,
I say Dragon Quest 7 in quotes because I like Dragon Quest 7, but it's definitely a game that's too much.
It's a lot of RPG.
Yeah,
It really
but-
is.
But to come back around, Persona debuted
I
on
mean-
PS1.
Let's be fair, Persona 1, I would not recommend to anybody. Persona 2, I would recommend to everybody. Persona 2 is an underrated gem.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
let's hit it with some deep cuts. Azure
Yeah.
Dreams, Guardians Crusade, Ark the
Legend of
Lad,
Legend of Legend of Legaia,
Legend of
um,
Legaia.
Beyond
Yep.
the Beyond.
Oh,
I
that's a
s-
good one. Yeah, that was
I
made by
s-
Camelot.
I said Kodelka earlier. Thousand
Yeah.
Arms, Cardia, basically everything Atlas made. Tales of
What was
Destiny, Tales of Eternia.
Vandal Hearts?
That's
Okay,
really where
let's go. Let's
Atlas
move on.
earned their reputation as an RPG maker on the PS1.
Well, it was the
But-
first real games they released over here.
Yeah, but also like let's not discount DS. DS had just dots insane.
So
on
much
there.
shit, dude.
The DS,
Yeah.
I think, had more deep cuts than the PlayStation.
Oh yeah, like if
Contact.
we named all those, we'd be there forever.
Oh, Contact.
Contact, like Blue Dragon got sequels on here.
Izuna,
The Dragon
two
Quest
Izuna
games, the definitive version of Chrono Trigger.
You got a Valkyrie Profile spin-off.
Valkyrie
kind of the
Profile.
Castlevania games.
Yeah,
Well,
kind of.
Sun
You had
sequel,
those
Final Fantasy
weird
Tactics.
those weird. There was that sequel to Final Fantasy 12 on here,
Oh yeah, Reverent Wings,
Reverent Wings, which some
That
people
was
pretty
like
good.
more.
Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6,
And
nine.
9. Let's see. Yeah, we'd be here all day. I'm trying to think. What
Yeah,
was
yeah.
what was the platinum one?
Platinum.
Is the spaceship one?
Oh, Infinite Space.
Infinite
Infinite
Space.
Space.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Avalon Clode.
Bowser's Inside Story.
That cool 3D remake of Final Fantasy IV.
4. That's
Yeah.
hard as fuck for no reason.
I prefer the 2D one. Oh yeah, there's Pokemon Conquest, which is just Pokemon Fire
Weirdest-
Emblem.
There's that
Yeah.
lunar game that
Which
doesn't
is awesome.
exist.
Devil
Yeah, that sucks.
Survivor.
Bill, you got the next
Sonic,
one.
Sonic Chronicles Dark Brotherhood.
Fuck, Sonic Chrono. Sonic Cock.
One of these days, someone's gonna make me play it for like a podcast. So
yeah.
it'll happen one of these days.
We'll do it for 3DO at some point.
I'd actually be down.
If okay, so from Adam, from
Again?
Backlog Bloggery, if you had to play one genre of game for the rest of your life, what would it be? RPG.
That's tough.
RPG. I'm good.
I'm debating. I love roguelikes and I love RPGs.
Roguelike
Oh,
RPG.
my- Sometimes, sometimes. I think I would probably go with RPGs.
I expect you to say puzzle games.
I thought about it, but like sometimes I get kind of sick of them.
Well, could you play a
Yeah,
puzzle
that's
game for
fair.
the rest of your life? Like,
I don't think I could play Tetris Attack for the rest of my life.
could you play Tripped for the rest of your life?
No, I couldn't get that motherfucker to work most of the time.
Shanghai Triple Threat.
Oh, fuck me.
If I had to pick one genre for the rest of my life, I think I would go with Old Faithful and go platformers.
Nice. Oh, hey, Jared.
I love a good platformer, and I could just and there's so
Ooh.
many different kinds, and the variety for 2D and 3D is pretty vast. So I think I'd be okay. And then I could do like some of the bigger 3D collectathons, and then do some of the shorter ones as well. I like
Jared-
a good platformer. It's my soft spot.
Jared makes a good point. RPG is the perfect answer because you can really play with the definition of RPG. Like-
That's true. You
Yeah,
play
Western
Animal Crossing. It's an
RPGs.
RPG.
Tactical, strategy, action. There's a lot of
Grand Theft Auto
RPGs.
San Andreas.
I mean, Gran Turismo is technically an RPG if you really think about it.
Forza Horizon.
Oh,
It's a
man.
car RPG.
Moving on. Are visual novels really games? Yeah,
Yes.
man.
Who
You're playing them.
Who asked that?
Show some dick.
Hi, Dre.
You first, Dre.
I'm
You
assuming
first.
that's Dre.
Probably. Are visual
Man.
novels really games?
I think
mean,
it depends on the game. Yeah, it really depends
Ace
on the game.
Attorney is a
Like,
game.
yeah, and like
you have to
Danganronpa,
play them on a
like,
games machine.
Doki Doki Literature Club's a game.
Yeah,
You can't
the
play
death
them
of Sonic the Hedgehog.
like you can't play them on anything that doesn't play video games.
Yeah,
So
mean,
like,
the ones that are literally just like a visual novel, where it's just like basically just walls of text and people talking that don't really require anything much more than that. I'm not a big fan of those.
like
But
Silent Hill play novel.
is it the Game
Oh,
Boy
yeah.
Advance one?
That's the
One-
GBA. That's the GBA version of Silent Hill. I think it's 1, and it's literally just a visual
Awesome.
novel of it. Like there's no
Sounds
gameplay at all.
Sounds great, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck,
it was
sounds
released
terrible.
exclusively in Japan, which is a shame.
Oh,
Um,
they love that shit though.
I mean, if it came out over here, it would now be worth $500. Let's be real.
to
Probably.
to officially answer that question though, yes, but some are more games than others.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Ace Attorney, fuck yeah.
13 Sentinels, I
Yep.
believe, is visual. Digimon Survive, like those have a lot
Yeah.
of
Oh,
heavy gameplay elements.
Zero Escape. I couldn't think of the name. Zero Escape.
Mm.
Mhm.
They have
Is
shit tons of
Ghost
awesome
Trick- Is Ghost
puzzles.
Trick a visual novel?
Yeah, to a
A
degree.
little bit.
Okay. I need to play
Trauma
that game.
Center. Trauma Center has a lot
Trauma
of art.
Center, Hotel Dusk, Professor Layton. I would say Professor Layton has visual novel elements to it.
It does.
But but honestly, you could put it as like a point and click adventure as well. Like it's. A
I mean,
little
that's
Yeah, you
another
really
thing though.
could.
Like, do point and click adventure games technically count as? Some of them could be considered visual novels.
They could be, but it's you're
I
bending
don't know
you're
about
bending
that.
you're bending the rules a little bit.
That's why I'm saying it's such a broad definition. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I say yeah. I think they're games.
Yeah, I'll show you a broad definition.
Yeah. Speaking of broad, get the next one from Mo.
Ooh, that's a good
Whoops.
question. What's the worst video game you've ever played?
Sonic 06.
Is that bad though? Like, that's fun in a
Yes!
bad way.
It is a bad game though.
That's not the
I
worst game
didn't-
I've ever
I didn't have
played.
any fun playing that piece of shit. I didn't have any fun at all. I just
See-
the entire time I was just
I had
frustrated.
fun playing it, but the fun evaporated very quickly.
See, that game is so bad that I can find fun in it because of how fucking broken it is.
But you've beaten it like 30 times.
Because it's not that hard to beat. It's really not.
What? I couldn't even like begin to bring myself to beat the game. I kept
That-
getting stuck on levels where like you'd be Sonic going fast, and then the game slows to a crawl because you have to do platforming garbage, and then you just fall through solid matter for whatever reason because they didn't fucking work on the game at all. I
But
don't
you can
know.
kick a rock and get launched into the sky. It's the greatest thing ever.
Ooh, is
Ooh,
Sonic
ooh,
Forces really worse than Sonic 06?
Yeah, debatable.
Sonic Forces is just
I haven't played
it's-
Forces.
It's probably the most like 5 out of 10 game I've ever played
It's
in my life.
it functions. That's the difference between
But
Forces.
it's
Wait,
boring. Forces
that's the
is
thing.
kind of boring.
So the best part about Forces is the character creator.
They didn't
it-
go far enough though.
They didn't. That's the thing about Forces. It's such a meh game. 06 is fascinating with how fucking broken it is. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's a
demand-
case study.
like
I demand that I be able to change my answer. Top Gun for the Game Boy Advance. I would much rather play Sonic 06 than Top Gun for the Game Boy. I mean Game Boy.
Yeah.
Top Gun for Game Boy is a fucking piece of hot, not even hot shit, like a cold, dry shit. Fuck that game.
Some
I'm
wet
like
butt.
legitimately trying
Boop.
to think like what the worst game I've ever played is.
I have an answer.
play Top
while
Gun
you
for
think
Game Boy.
about it. It's a game that I think traumatized me as a child, and when I eventually play it on stream, I think you guys will understand. And it is
Hentai
Pac-Man,
Girls 2.
Pac-Man 2: The New Adventure.
Oh, you don't like to throw fucking pellets at him?
That game pisses me off. It makes me so mad that it exists, but it like I hate that fucking game.
I'm surprised. Like the
Also,
the-
Bubsy. That Bubsy game was trash.
What,
I'm
Bubsy 3D?
surprised it,
Bubsy 3D is probably my favorite one, which is really
2D
sad.
ones
That's-
were fucking stupid.
I mean,
hate-
pause
ugh.
pause on fire is literally just Bit Trip Runner. Like, it's
Yeah.
that one's like probably the best Bubsy game objectively.
In a weird way, it is.
What's your answer, Bill?
Lunar Dragon Song. Fuck that game.
Yeah, the
No,
game
I
does
don't even
chug
know- I don't even
balls,
know what
dude.
that is.
So have you played an RPG where running lowers your health?
Or what?
Running lowers your health.
Yeah,
If I'm on like fire or poison, yeah.
No, no,
and the
just run- just
characters are
running.
written
Ju-
so poorly.
just running.
Oh,
Just running.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Especially because it's connected to two of my favorite games of all time, and fuck Lunar Dragon Song. That game doesn't exist. Fuck.
RP Gamer gave it a 1.5 out of 5.
It's
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
It's also
it's not good.
So it's perfect too because it's a prequel, so you can just pretend it doesn't exist.
You know it's
Oh,
bad.
yeah,
You know it's
huge
bad
retcon
when
it.
the Famitsu rating is 27 out of 40. That's when you know it's not. gonna
Literally,
be
all you
good.
have to say is running lowers your health. Like, what the fuck?
Speaking of what the fuck, Cthusiast Jeff, he asks us, "What's the first game you recall playing?" It would be that fucking Cool Spot Checkers game on NES.
Nice.
It's always
Clap.
it.
It-
Clax. that was my first game.
That explains
Motherfucker.
it. For me, it's either I have two answers because they kind of bleed into my both at the same time. It's either Sonic 2 or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 on the Genesis. For some reason, those are the two I remember playing before anything else.
So the first game I remember playing was Clax on the NES. And then the first game I owned, because I really liked Clax on the NES, was Clax on the Game Boy Color.
Do you have every version of Clax?
Every physical version that's not for some weird obscure PC system.
We need to get you like a Clax arcade machine.
If I ever see one affordably, I will get it, but I'm not paying a lot of money for something that I can't afford right now.
All right, everybody in the chat, we need to make like a GoFundMe, and it's for Bill to get his Clax arcade machine.
Guys, don't waste your money. I love Clax.
I mean, I'll give you $5 for it.
I mean, you play Clax. You get it. It's not
It's fine.
It's
But,
an interesting
hey,
puzzle.
Hey, we all have our weird games that we like, and that's okay.
I said it.
That's the beauty of video games.
I said it best in the stream you did. Everybody has that one puzzle game that they just really like for whatever reason.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Like mine is Columns.
Exactly.
So, and let's see, there is a Clax arcade machine. Well, it says it's a generic arcade cabinet with a 19-inch monitor.
Whoa.
So I don't know if it actually is a Clax arcade or if it's them just like
19-inch
makeshifting
what?
one monitor.
Oh, damn.
Because we were saying Bill should get a Clax arcade machine.
That would be so fucking cool.
Well, and looking, they have one. I don't know if it's like a legit one or if they just kind of makeshift one, but it's just under 3K.
I've seen them in the wild because every now and then Retro World had one. Not last year, but the year before, they had a Clax machine in their arcade section, which was kind of cool. So they're out there.
Oh yeah, and I imagine they wouldn't go for a crazy high price because this isn't like a very sought after kind of game, you know. Oh, here's one that it looks legit, but it's $6,000.
No, thank you.
You got the next one, Sir Thrack.
All right, from Adam again. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? I can't say Adam's bed, can I?
I wish, man.
Well, hey, I'd be in Australia.
Australia would be cool, yeah.
I'll just say Australia. I'd like to see that. So
even with all the fucking scorpions, I'd still like to see that shit.
And giant spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Just bring a really big stick and you'll be fine.
Yeah. What was that one Theodore Roosevelt quote? Speak softly and carry a big stick. Yeah, that explains your entire experience in Australia. Just fucking
maybe me and Adam will go see a Midnight Oil show. They're a good band.
Midnight Oil show? What the fuck? That sounds awesome.
They're an Australian. Think of them as like Australian U2, but like way better.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Damn, that sucks.
No, they're fucking dope. They're awesome.
Okay. I mean, that does not suck. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Bill?
Listen to their song "Beds Are Burning." That's like their big hit.
Fuck yeah.
If I was gonna travel anywhere, it'd be Japan. I just want to see Japan.
That'd be really cool too, man. I've thought about that too.
There's so much, not even just talk. Everyone always thinks Akibahara, which I want to see, but there's so much other shit in Japan I'd like to see. I'd like to go down to Hiroshima, Nagasaki, see Osaka.
The ruins.
Well, no, they're big cities now. They've been rebuilt.
I'd want to see all the small towns.
Oh, there's
That'd
ton
be really
of shit.
cool too.
There's so much shit. Mount Fuji. There's so much stuff in fucking Japan. I'd love to see.
See, Bill, you and me, we need to go to Japan and go 3DO hunting. Because it has a weird Japanese fan base.
I want a damn Sanyo. I really want a Sanyo, but they're hard to find.
In fact, at the store I was at today, they had 2 Gold Star 3DO controllers, like the bad ones.
Nice.
Bill, are you drinking a White
I did
Claw?
not buy either one.
Yeah, I am at this point.
What flavor? No, it's fine. What flavor? I fuck with White Claws.
Passion fruit.
Fuck yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys my friend's White Claw story?
I
No.
don't think so.
So we were at a party once, and my friend was telling me the story. His dad had no idea what White Claws were, and he just thought they were like flavored sodas. So he was taking them on his ride to work every morning, and it took him like a month to realize they were alcoholic.
Oh, why do I feel dizzy? Oh no, my inhibitions.
He just has a really high tolerance. So
No,
there's
he did.
nothing.
He didn't notice in the slightest. But
That's
like
awesome.
he didn't know
This
they were
guy rocks.
alcoholic.
What a fucking
yeah.
baller. That's
What a
awesome.
Chad.
If I could go anywhere in the world, I think I'd want to go to like probably Ireland, to be honest. I want to see all those fucking castles and like the gigantic hills. I mean, probably the ocean, I guess. And just have
It's
like
a
an
small
authentic
island.
have an authentic like Irish pub experience, dude. Get some like some bangers and mash and just slam a fucking Guinness or something.
Go to the
man.
Guinness factory. Like apparently,
Yeah, dude.
Alex went to the Guinness factory, and she told me it is like it is. She doesn't even like Guinness, and she enjoyed the Guinness factory.
Dude,
Would you
that'd be
kiss the
so fucking
Blarney
cool.
Stone?
You're fucking damn. I don't even. Whoever they are, I'll kiss them.
Well, I believe the Blarney Stone is in Ireland.
That
And
sounds
the
pretty
idea,
Irish.
the idea is, I think it's if you kiss it, it gives you the gift of gab.
Was
I remember. I remember this Johnny Bravo episode where he kissed the Blarney Stone or whatever, and all I remember is like it's like echoing in his head. It's like kiss the Blarney Stone. And it's I don't know.
was
Yeah, there's a whole Irish legend about it. It's kind of interesting.
was Ireland the country that had the portal to New York?
I think so.
What?
You don't remember the portal to so it was like a live
What?
stream. So there was like two cameras set up in Ireland and New York.
Yes,
And
yes.
it was a camera like thing, like live stream, where you could like people in New York could look at people in
yeah, and then they got
Ireland.
rid of it because everyone just kept like showing their dicks to each other. or
well,
something.
no, it wasn't dicks. There was a streamer girl that kept showing her tits, and then the people in Ireland kept showing 9/11.
So, what was the thing with like it was an actual like
It was
portal,
literally
or
it
was
was
it like
just
the curvature of the Earth?
It's
no,
basically like a live stream.
It was a live stream camera. Basically, you would walk by and like, hey, look, it's Ireland, and the people in Ireland would be like, hey, look, it's New York.
Oh,
And of course,
okay.
the fucking OnlyFans streamers in New York were like, look at my tits, and then all the
Hell
people
yeah.
in Ireland were like, look at 9/11. So yeah, they closed
Shut
that
I
the
thing.
mean,
fuck
Ireland got
down.
the better end of the deal, if we're being
Yeah,
honest.
they got to see. Well, I don't know that girl, but that's up for debate.
Bill hates sex workers, but he won't say it.
No, don't embarrass it. Billy, get the next one from Contusious
Shit.
Jeff.
She wasn't my type. That's all I'll say. What is your number
She was
one?
available.
What is your number one favorite food?
Oh fuck, that's a fucking good one, Jeff.
This is hard for me because I have to. My metabolism's so shit. I have to follow a really strict diet at all times.
I mean, they're like the things I eat all the time, and then there's the things that are like my favorite. Because like
I mean,
I feel like your favorite food isn't necessarily something you would want to eat every day.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's just something where like when you go out and you see it there, you're like,
Yes.
that's it. That's what I want.
I mean, I
Which-
enjoy.
which for me that's lo mein, as you guys know. I'm a big lo mein
You just
guy.
you fucking just talked about that on the Captain Quasar episode.
I
Yeah.
did,
Eating up
yeah.
your veggie lo mein.
Damn right, baby. I love, dude. I love lo mein. Whenever I'm out at an Asian place and they have lo mein, that's what I order.
I love a really good pizza, like because I don't get to have
Yeah.
pizza all the time, and like that's the thing. Like moving from like Mass to Connecticut, like I had to find a new pizza place that was really good. I think me and Alex have found one that's pretty good, but like as soon as my fucking
Hell yeah.
mouth heals, I'm getting fucking pizza because I really want fucking pizza.
Yeah, and whenever I go somewhere new, I always have to sample like a local pizza shop
Mm.
because those are always like the coolest experiences, you know.
Oh yeah,
I think. Oh man, I don't know. I think my favorite food. I really love pho, or just like noodle soup dishes, or like ramen
Yeah.
shit like that. Because like we were at the mall just this past like Sunday, I think we took the 3-year-old to one of these like cool kid play places, and it was at a mall, and we were right next to the food court. There was a Viet Thai place, and I was like, I'm getting some fucking pho before we go, and I slurped that shit down.
Like whenever you go to
Yeah.
an Asian place and they have like the real ramen, that's always
Yeah, dude.
that's always the good stuff. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I always gotta get that. I always gotta douse it with just shit tons of garlic chili paste and like some limes and jalapenos.
Mm,
God
good
damn.
stuff.
Next one from Matt. Who? What is your favorite Scooby Doo villain? The Creeper, dude. Can't go wrong
Oh,
with no Creeper.
oh,
Creeper.
what's
Fucking stupid.
what's his name? I gotta look
Minor
him up.
49er.
Minor 49er. You damn right.
Who was the
That's
guy
my
in the
that's
fucking?
my boy.
Does Scrappy Doo count in the movie?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's yeah,
he,
that counts.
he would be a villain in the sense of every time I see him, I do want to strangle him.
I mean,
hate him.
in the first movie, he was legitimately the villain, and that was my favorite part
Yep.
of the fucking.
That was
movie.
so fucking weird.
That was
God,
the best part of that movie.
That whole movie is weird as hell because I don't know what
It
that
is.
is. It a parody?
No, it was
Or-
legit. I think it was legitimately serious. To me though, like the fact that like they made Scrappy Doo the villain, that was my favorite part of that movie. I'm like, thank you.
It's
Like-
weird how like it feels like that movie's almost like trying to be meta, and it like does it, and I think it fails.
Well, what's funny is the sequel was more on brand, but I think the
Yeah.
sequel was worse. Like,
Oh
I
god, it
don't
was so
remember
much
the sequel
worse.
at all.
Except for the scene where Linda Cardinelli gets ready for her date with Seth Green. That part,
Damn,
yeah.
man.
Aaron
Okay.
knows. You
All
know,
right.
buddy.
I know. I know,
Yeah.
man.
I just remember
Holy
the
Oh,
scene
shit.
where
God,
fucking.
she's amazing. She's
I just
amazing.
remember the fucking scene where Scooby Doo fucking turns into a mad scientist for no reason.
Yeah, there was
Oh
that.
yeah, and then Shaggy
Didn't-
gets turned into
did
a
they do a
lady for a
third one?
Oh yeah,
second.
Shaggy.
and then he's
Shaggy
buff
gets
as shit.
boobs.
He gets
Shaggy
fucking
gets boobs.
yoked.
Oh yeah, and he
He
becomes a
does get
fucking
yoked.
meat. He becomes a fucking meathead.
Yeah, dude.
Did they do a third one?
I don't think
not
so.
not in that canon, but they've done other Scooby Doo
Well,
movies.
well,
since.
yeah, they've done like 3 million of them.
Mystery
I know,
Incorporated.
But... Yeah, and then they had like Mr. Bean talking in the first one.
I know.
So weird.
Matthew Lillard. I think he is the current voice of Shaggy these days.
As he should be.
As
I
he
mean,
should be. Yeah.
That's ideal casting. There's never.
No,
I've
he was
rarely
he was,
seen more ideal casting than that.
He was the best cast out of everyone in those films. Like he was the perfect Shaggy. I will say.
I don't know. I feel like the ones they got to be the main cast. I feel like they all fit.
True. The
Like
casting
Freddie
was
Prinze,
good.
like Freddie Prinze Jr.'s Freddie makes sense. He was kind of.
It's
kind of
hard to fuck up Freddy though, because you just be like, "Hi, I'm Freddy."
See, my
Well,
favorite
he,
part.
he
Like,
does
that's
have a
the whole
catch.
fucking
He has
role.
a catchphrase. Let's
What's
split
that?
up, gang.
My ascot. Oh, okay.
Because he always says, "Let's split up."
See,
Let's split
yeah.
up, gang.
let's
Where's
split
my
up.
fucking
I'm
money?
gonna go. Let's
And-
split
and
up.
you- and you know
I'm
what's-
gonna go with Daphne to the bedroom.
Well, and you know what's crazy? Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar are married, and they met on the set of Scooby Doo.
I still
That's
think the
cool.
funniest thing is Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard were in Wing Commander.
They
That's
were.
still my. That's still my.
And did
favorite.
you know Freddie Prinze Jr. He was a writer for WWE for a while.
Hmm.
Like he's like
Holy
a creative
shit.
writer. Yeah, but it was during like a bad time, like when their
Yeah.
creative was not good. It's a whole thing
I mean,
Thrak,
Gex was a writer for The Simpsons at one point, so
that he was. Yeah.
What the fuck? Thrak, you have the next one from
Okay,
we'll combine the Cthusiast Chef and Wills
And-
into one.
All right. What is your alcohol of choice, and why is it Mad Dog?
I
See,
think
I'm
my
not really-
alcohol.
I don't really drink alcohol much anymore, so
in terms of liquor, it's gin for me. I'm a gin guy. For beer, it would
Whoa.
be Guinness, I guess. So Guinness is probably my favorite standard beer.
yeah. The liquor I liked was vodka, but it was like the bottom shelf vodka that was like super
Ew.
cheap, and then I would chug the shit out of it and then
Ew.
throw up too much. But I don't really do that anymore. The last beer I had I really liked. It was at the Renaissance Fair. It was a beer that it had like a pancake and syrup taste to it, and it was really nice.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Hell yeah. I think like liquor wise, bourbon is good.
Ooh.
Like I do like a good bourbon and like maybe with Coke or something because I'm a little baby. Yeah, and then like beer wise, I'm kind of a basic bit. Like I like Modelo, especially when it's grilling or like it's just hot outside and I just want to chill out and relax. Get like a Modelo or like a Miller, some other kind of lager.
Do you guys have a cocktail that you like?
Mules all the way.
You're a
Gin
mule
and
All the way
guy?
tonic.
mules.
Gin and
Gin-
tonic?
Gin and tonic?
I've
Hell
always
yeah.
been a White Russian guy. I like White
Those are
Russians.
good.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I will
Those are
say
good
one of
ones.
my favorite accidental drinks I created was when me and Aaron were recording the trivia show like a couple years ago at this point. It was dark out and it was super late at night, and I poured my gin, and then I had grabbed what I thought was the tonic, but then it turned out to be a ginger ale, and I just poured it in,
Oh, it sounds
Ginger
awesome.
ale.
and it was actually really fucking good.
I
Like
mean,
That
gin,
sounds
ginger
really good.
ale works with like just about any alcohol.
like
It-
I was
it-
like,
it- Yeah.
I
It's
looked
like,
at it, I'm like, this is
what's the blood type that works with every blood type? Like O positive or whatever, or O
positive, I
negative.
believe.
I don't even know what my
Yeah,
own blood type
that's ginger
is. Man.
ale. That's ginger ale. Oh, I'm A positive.
I just
If I ever need a blood infusion, I'm fucked. I
I
don't
just
know what the
remember,
fuck
like,
it is.
I remember grabbing it, and then I looked at the drink, and I'm like, why is it dark? And I'm like, oh fuck, this is ginger ale. I'm like, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, ginger ale just works with anything.
All right.
But I don't like it by itself.
Bill, you've got the next one from Matt.
From Matt Stormageddon. How do you combat burnout or feeling overwhelmed? Ooh, a podcasting question.
I masturbate and go to sleep.
How do I combat?
Get the poison out. You know what I mean?
How do I-
That's right, dude. That's what you got to do sometimes.
This one's actually kind of interesting for me because I haven't experienced it yet.
When not,
Yeah,
with like
you
anything.
are a machine when it comes to podcasting. It's
Well,
kind of insane.
I don't think they mean like podcasting, like
Like in general in life.
I think, or maybe like with video games.
I mean, it could be video games, which
I
that's
mean-
the thing. I often don't feel burnout from playing games, and I think it's just because I play such a wide variety of stuff that say it's like, oh, I'm getting sick of this one type of game.
Tommy, holy
Oh,
shit!
God damn it, Tommy. Like say I'm playing one type of game for a long time, and then when I'm sick of it, I play a completely different kind, and then I'm all right. You know?
See,
Yeah.
when it comes to gaming stuff like that, if I get tired of games, I'll just switch over to like anime or manga or music or something.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that'll be my thing for a couple weeks, and then I'll go back to gaming. I just assumed podcasting because Matt's a fellow podcaster.
Yeah,
and
they
I
do
just
a lot. Yeah.
and I understand why he would ask because he's in like how many shows is Matt in now at this point? Like,
Matt does a lot. They're very busy.
he does.
I think
like,
2 now
they
because
are.
Screen Snark is done. So I think it's Reignite and Fun and Games. That's got to be
Yeah.
it.
No,
I'm
killed
fairly
it.
certain I'm right.
You
Yeah, go ahead.
killed it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know, burnout with podcasts or whatever, or even the streaming stuff. Like, I just take a break.
Yeah.
I'm very lax on it because it's like it's not a full time gig, so it's not like I'm making money off of it. So I just if I need a break or something, I just take one, and everyone seems cool with it. So, but hopefully with this new job, because it's much more lax than my last one, I'm probably gonna go back to streaming now because now
Hell
I feel
yeah.
the urge to do it again. So
Gotta get that poison out.
If anything,
exactly.
if anything, podcasting's just my escape from all like the fucking normal shit. That's like
That's
my
true. Yeah.
break from it.
Yeah. Do you ever deal with burnout, Aaron?
I don't podcasting, not really. Like it's just fun to hang out with the bros and talk about and bros and ladies occasionally. And talk
Well,
about video games.
It's
But,
funny because
Very occasionally.
I've got 3 different hosts. Aaron has Jerry.
It's true.
Yeah, Tommy says maybe maybe he meant Burnout 3 Takedown. Thank you,
haven't
Tommy.
played
That's
that,
what he meant.
So I don't know. I need to.
No, as far as like Burnout with games, like I've had that quite a few times where like I'll just be playing like game after game after game, and I'll be like, I don't know what I want to play. And if I'm scrolling through all of my shit and I can't find something to play, I'll just watch TV or I'll just fucking lay on the floor or something. I don't know. I'll just do something else, take my mind off of it, and then eventually I'll be like, dude, I kind of want to play like Donkey Kong Country 2.
Yeah. It's just
That's it.
yeah, just give yourself a little bit of distance
Yeah.
from it, and then you'll come back. That's how it always works.
Jameson, Bar Silence. Can you name 4 games that start with the letter J?
No cheating. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I know it has a
Yeah,
game.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All Star Battle R.
Yeah.
Um,
You can't look it up, but
Okay, so I got 3 right away.
does any Bond game count? Like if I say James Bond,
Yeah, I'd say so.
007. Okay.
So
I'm only gonna do one of those. Because I can't fill up the whole thing with it. I feel like that's unfair.
Jet Set Radio,
Oh,
Jet Force Gemini,
Jet Force Gemini, yes.
Jade Cocoon,
Jade Empire.
Jade Empire.
God damn. Okay.
What's another? So that I'll give that one to Thrak.
Jeopardy?
Jet Moto. Dude, you said Jet. God damn it! I should
Damn
have
it.
said Jeopardy.
Jimmy
Jet Moto.
Neutron, Attack
Damn
of the
it.
Twonkies.
That is an Aaron ass game. See, I preferred Jimmy Neutron Jet Fusion. That's
I
the one
only
like.
know him from
I've only played Attack of the
I've-
Twonkies,
yeah.
so
I've played most of the Jimmy Neutron. Anyway,
wasn't that made by Chrome Studios, the Jet Fusion game?
I think so.
I think
yeah.
so. Something
that
weird
was,
like that.
Because they had Jet. It was the Jet Fusion. He was kind of like the Bond one, and I remember.
Oh,
the whole,
I thought
the
of a
game
fourth-
is you're like putting like gadgets together.
I got my 4th game. Jimmy
What's that?
Johnson's Anything with an Engine. I don't know why that came to my head.
Give Jimmy
Jesus
Johnson an engine,
Christ.
and he's ready to race. Joe Montana's real sports talk football.
John Madden football.
John Madden football. Yeah.
Isn't it just Madden though?
No,
Or
the
is that
3D,
like-
the
oh.
3DO version was John Madden
John
football.
Madden football. Yeah, you don't fucking pay attention.
I don't.
Jumping Flash.
Jumping Flash.
Jumping Flash 2. Jack and Daxter.
Oh,
Oh.
how did I not think of Jack and Daxter?
Fucking jump rope challenge, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
you
that
don't
was
pay
alright.
attention.
No,
I'm
apparently I
kidding.
don't.
I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. Is there any game that starts with Japan?
Isn't there a Jumanji game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was based on
Jumanji,
the recent movie.
Okay, that works.
Shit.
See,
I think we've named
I'm
enough.
like vaguely looking at my collection to see if a J sticks out, but I don't see any. Shit.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Jet Set Radio Future.
Yeah.
Thrak, I guess you can read the one from Sir Tommy.
All right,
Sir Thomas.
From the Judge of Bread. How do you know if you are an AI or not? I have a friend who wants to know. You know, that's a very interesting question, Mr. Bread. I find it very suspicious that an AI would want to know if they are an AI or not. Because now it says to me they're getting sentient, which means we need to crush them right now before Skynet happens.
I know. Remove System 32 and see what happens.
Oh, okay. Yes, Tommy. There is a Jumanji game, but it's based
Yeah.
on the recent movie. I don't think they made one for the Robin Williams movie.
They
Yeah, which is
had to have
crazy
made
to-
one for the fucking Robin
I don't-
Williams movie.
Buddy, it would have came out on the Sega Genesis, and I probably would have known of its
Is
Is
existence.
it weird that the only Jumanji quote unquote movie I remember is Zathura?
What? You don't remember Jumanji, like the original Jumanji at
No.
all?
So I remember the cartoon.
With the monkey kid?
Yeah, I remember the cartoon. That was about it.
That's wacky.
I remember the movie though. The movie Zathura, which was a spin-off.
I mean, that one was cool, but like,
Oh, it is. Oh my god.
Because
I
it
never
had
thought
the
of-
it
I
had the
never
girl
thought
from
about that.
it had the girl from Twilight and the guy from Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, and that had a video game.
It did, and it was I don't remember because I never played it.
holy shit.
You ever wanna fuck up a school's network though? Go in there and just add to like one of the computers a file that removes System 32 and then name it Minecraft and just leave it there and see what happens.
Minecraft.
You know a kid's
Oh.
gonna click on it.
Bill, you can have the next one from Nomad.
Okay. So would you love to have who would you love to have on SuperPod Saga as a guest that you haven't already? What podcast would you like to be a guest on that you've never been on before?
Or I guess like instead of on SuperPod Saga, like on your podcast, I suppose. I suppose.
I mean, for 3DO Trip Hawkins, like that's probably our dream
That's
guest right now.
that's
he
the
still
easy,
alive?
That's the easy one.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
he's,
yeah.
he's definitely alive.
Yeah, that'd be the easy one. Trying to think. Yeah,
I
I would
think
just say with Trip.
Trip Hawkins. I think
John
for
Madden, but he's
John-
dead.
Dude, that's a little hard.
holy shit. Oh man. Yeah, Tommy says one time someone left a bomb threat in the printer at our school. That definitely messed things up. Yeah, that's I remember that
There's a
day.
bomb in the printer.
We all had to go to the church across the street. That was great.
Praying
That
for
was
the
a good
school
day.
to blow.
Please, please, please. No, I think if there was anybody I'd want to get on SuperPod Saga, it'd be Moist Critical, so I can just like
Ooh.
explode people's brains with. Because
Dude, that would be sick.
everybody
That-
says like our voices sound kind of similar, but his is
That's-
just
You both
way
kind of
fucking
look
deeper.
similar too.
That's gonna be hard though, because he's like cutting back from his internet like stuff.
Yeah.
now, apparently.
Yeah, because he got trapped into just saying something that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, he
but-
said something that wasn't controversial at all, but because
Yeah,
fucking the internet.
but because the guy that was interviewing him is a piece of shit, it got.
Oh, was it
misconstrued.
Sneeko or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sucks.
Yeah, he's weird.
he left the official podcast, and he left the
Yeah.
official podcast, and I'm sad now because I mean I love the
Yeah.
official podcast still, but
But what podcast would we like to be a guest on that we haven't been on before?
See, are we counting outside of the community?
Maybe.
Because
like, it'd be
inside
cool-
inside the community, I want to be on Friday Night Gamecast. So
I'm surprised you haven't been on there, man.
I
Hit up
know.
Nick. Nick
I
will let you
will.
on.
I will. I'll
Yeah.
probably DM him and we'll chat about. I
I mean,
don't know.
I want to say Fine Time, but I'm going to be on Fine Time eventually whenever we do the Galgun episode.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I've already been on Fine Time, and I'm planning to be on more of it.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to
So-
Love
think of
those
one
dudes.
trying to-
Tommy's Ride Along. I want to be on there.
We should
yeah,
all-
dude.
all
just
just
wanna- I
crash
just
in his all
I just-
crash in his car.
Yeah.
I'll be in the trunk.
He
You
gets
hear
the,
me
he
like,
gets the pe- he gets the pedals. I get the wheel,
Yeah, somebody gets one pedal, someone gets the other.
and whatever happens, happens.
Dude, so in our circle, I would that's tough. I guess it'd be cool to be on. We'll go with Retro Hangover because Chris is awesome. I've never met Shane. It'd be cool to talk about.
I've been
Like
on their
how-
show twice. They're a good time.
It'd be cool to talk about like Earthbound or fucking I don't know Superstar Saga or something that I know. Well, I guess I don't know a lot about Superstar Saga, but any game I know a lot about. It'd be cool to be on Retro
Well,
Hangover.
maybe you should play it, Aaron.
They've
Maybe
yeah.
I should one of these days.
I'd like to
trying
be
to-
on Retro Rehab one of these days. That'd be
Yeah, the
nice.
same.
Yeah, well, yeah, but hit up
It'll
hit up
happen.
the host, man.
Let's do a 3DO episode.
Surprised we haven't done that yet.
Jerry, are you still watching? Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry.
mean-
No, he's not
pencil that
watching. We have-
in. Pen-
Jerry had already told me he wanted to do Bleem at some point. Like I was like, yeah, fine, and then we haven't heard about it since. But
yeah.
No, we'll have you guys on sometime. Jerry, yeah, he fucked up his back, so he's gotta tone it back on the podcasting for a while.
Ah.
I'm trying to
nice.
think because like I'm thinking of the shows I've been on frequently, which is like SuperPod Saga, Gaming Together, like the usual.
Yeah,
The people within the network. I mean, we've all kind of collaborated.
Damn.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see.
fucked
I
up my
haven't been
whole
on
thing.
Retro Rehab, Super Ghost. I haven't been on Bar Silence, but I know.
I don't, yeah, he
Jameson-
doesn't do guests though.
Well, I did mention something to him about like doing Sonic stuff, and he said if he ever did Sonic stuff, I'm there because I kind of have to be for that.
He should do one for the anniversary of Sonic. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and I told him I'm like you kind of need me for that, you know, but
Um,
he seemed cool with it. I haven't been on Elder Trolls. I haven't been on Friday Night Gamecast. Let's see. I haven't been on Geek Addicts.
I mean,
God damn
the
it.
the Star Trek episode's gonna happen at some point.
It'll happen, yeah. Let's see. Remember 60. I think. Well, remember 64. They're
That's-
taking their hiatus.
That'll happen eventually. I know we've already talked
yeah,
about
we talked about doing Conquer.
Conquer, and then we're gonna do the crossover with the Sarge's Heroes games at some point.
Yeah, yeah. So and then I've been on Gaming Together. So never again.
Never again.
Gaming
I
together
love
is
being
great.
gaming
just kidding.
together.
I'm just busting Nave's balls. That's all.
Outside of the circle, let me be on Joe Rogan. God damn it.
That would be amazing.
I mean, I'd like to chat with him just to see what I can convince him is real.
see if I would just be yelling at him.
Especially if he tries to talk about that like
Let's see.
2 + 2 = 5 nonsense. Like
Yeah.
I
Well,
would just
see. I'd
I'd
like to
walk
be
out.
for video game stuff. I'd be down with like going on like the Spawn cast. I don't know if you know what that is.
Oh, like the
Um,
Spawn Wave
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
I feel like I'd fit in, and then I could
Um,
and I could pull probably some of that audience over to us. Outside of that, it's not really a podcast, and I probably wouldn't even be a really good guest on it, but it'd be cool to be on the Majority Report.
I don't think I'd be a good guest on like any podcast. Like if I tried to be on Joe Rogan, I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, tie a noose around my neck, oh, or something fucking dumb.
I
No,
mean,
he'd probably say something to you about how like video games are poisoning your mind or whatever, and you just be like,
I'd fucking
"Oh,"
kill him.
and you'd be like, "Dude, have you seen this? It's the 3DS."
in terms of like,
Dude, look how it's clamshell, Joe.
Yeah.
Dude,
Clamshell.
it's 3D, and you only need
look at-
glasses.
you don't need glasses.
This is amazing.
There's 3Ds.
If I was gonna
he would
say,
probably go, "Wow."
so for gaming related podcasts, it's mostly the only ones I listen to are mostly in the circle. But I think like a podcast I'd like to be on is like Comic Pop, like has a podcast that they do every now and then. That'd
Hell
be kind of
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. That was it for the Discord questions. Now we've got the Twitter ones. What few we got from Twitter? They were awesome though. So Mount Crustmore, which is the fine fellas over at the You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast. First they asked, was the cast of You Gonna Eat That Crust the most verbally handsome guest you ever had? Fuck yeah. Yeah, those guys are a good time. And then they asked Ed 209 or R2D2, which if you folks haven't listened to, what was it? We did an episode about almost great games with those guys on SuperPod Saga, and we talked about Ed 209 way too much.
That's the RoboCop, right?
Yeah, it's like the robot,
Yeah,
like
the one that
chicken
like,
walker.
just destroys that man. Like
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Paul Verhoeven knew how to shoot some squibs, man. It's amazing. I mean, yeah, Ed 209. Like, yeah, R2D2 is very efficient, but I don't think he would survive in Ed 209.
No, he definitely beep boop boop beep boop boop. Wow! Yeah, he does this little like electric zapper thing, just like
Was it in episode 3 when he goes like ape shit and
I
like all the
think.
stuff, like all of his panels open and there's just all the shit that comes out of him.
It's like a little tiny alien guy from Men in Black inside of him, just like the collar, Orion's belt. Ugh.
See, the only
What
like
is a Game Boy?
the only droid thing I remember from episode 3 is like when Obi-Wan's like in his ship and he's like, "Be careful out there, R4," and then it gets its head ripped off and he's like, "Oh dear."
Oh yeah, because like the weird bug alien just like saws its head off.
Yeah, he's just like, "Oh dear."
Fuck. Thrak, you can have the last one for Mount Crustmore.
All right. Is it true Tommy didn't leave the show, but you were Tommy the whole time? Yes.
Tommy,
I was
explain.
in fact Tommy the whole time.
Schizophrenia's hard, dude.
live in Iowa. I've known Aaron for years. We went to school together.
Mhm.
So my sister gave him a hand job at one point. So that's how we know each other.
I don't think
Iowa
Tommy
rules.
I don't think Tommy's here anymore, so he can't explain himself.
No, my sister
He
only dates
definitely
black
left.
guys. Anyway,
Oh my god.
it's just the truth, man.
Tommy was real. We just haven't deleted System 32 yet.
That's true. We haven't
No,
replaced it with
no,
Minecraft.
you mean Minecraft. That's what that says.
Yeah.
Uh,
Holy shit.
all right.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Kevin Flevin is the next one. Oh hell yeah.
Aaron, I think you might want to read this one because it's an Aaron question.
Yeah. Kevin Flevin asks, does Aaron have to put work into being so dashingly handsome, or does he just wake up like that every morning? This fucking shit that you're seeing, I just wake up like this, man. This fucking mutant fucking sand monster that you're seeing. Yeah, I just wake up like that.
His hair's perfectly combed.
Long hair gang.
It's not at all combed, bro. I haven't combed this fucking shit yet all day. I don't even
Yeah,
comb it, man. My hair's too thick for a comb.
That would be
Yeah.
a
I have the
fucking
shortest hair of us, but I probably comb it the most because it'll stick up, and if it grew long, it would be ridiculous.
that would be a mind fuck, Aaron, if we just like cut our hair one day and just did a podcast and everyone would be like, what the fuck?
You, me, and Nave, we'll all cut our hair, or we'll buzz it all off, and then
And shave
we'll
your
do a
beards
li-
too.
I'd look like a fucking thumb. No, thank you.
Okay, Bill, you can have the next one from from Steve, Monotone Gent.
Okay, so why is there a D in the fridge but not in the refrigerator? Because D is a piece of shit game. Next.
Oh,
You don't say
that was a cool
and,
answer.
And that's the thing that you don't pronounce the D in fridge anyway.
Fridge.
Fridge.
There's only one letter in the English alphabet that is never silent in any word. Do you know which letter it is?
P.
No.
All right, I give up.
V. V is the only letter that does not have a word in which it is silent. So, fun fact for you.
I guess you're true. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like rendezvous. You pronounce it. Yeah.
Yeah, when you said
All
P,
right.
I was like mnemonic.
Also, I really like
That's
that
true.
Aaron tagged the 3DO account in that D post, and I was just sitting there going like, we hated that game, Aaron.
I know that was
But the person responding had no idea.
That's the best part.
Okay, last one because I need to go to bed. I'm so fucking tired. Last one from the Steam Machine podcast. What is a PC game that you think everybody should play and experience at least once in their life?
Honey Pop 2?
The Sims, maybe? I don't know.
PC game?
Doki Doki Literature Club?
Hylix. Hylix is cool.
There was a PC only game, I believe it's still PC only, that I played recently that I really liked called Contradiction Spot the Liar.
That's a great game. Made by fucking Tim Fallon, one of the best composers out
Yeah,
there.
and then he made was it Dark After Night or After Dark or whatever?
I don't know
Dead
what
at
that
Night.
is.
Maybe.
Which is like a horror game where you're like stuck in a hotel and some dude's running around with like a bad wig on and he's trying to get you and he goes like ha, you know. It's awesome. Hold on,
Hell
let me
yeah.
find out what it's called. Hold on, because Contradiction Spot the Liar was awesome. It's very much a thrack game. It's an FMV like point and click adventure murder mystery thing. It's awesome. And then what was the next game he did?
And if you like that game, check out all of Tim Fallon's fucking composing work. 'cause
Yeah,
it's fucking
At Dead
amazing.
of Night is what it's called. At Dead
Oh,
of Night.
nice.
Yeah, it's a cool game. I recommend it.
Hell yeah.
It does.
That's all the
It does a
questions.
good job at being spooky.
Oh,
Spooky.
and for the people that who've been living under a rock and haven't played it yet, play the Stanley Parable because it's fucking a trip.
I think that's on consoles now too, I think.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah.
it is. Yeah,
It's on Switch for sure.
I'll have to look into that because I have no idea. I
I
need
mean,
to
Yes.
actually.
I did play it on PC back when it first came out.
I got to go into my
Oh.
PC, my Steam account because I want to get the achievement for not playing it for like 12 years.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is.
12
It's
fucking
on
years.
Windows OS, Mac OS, and Linux. Well, that was the original version, and then Ultra Deluxe is available for consoles.
Okay.
All right, everybody. That is it. That's all the questions. That's we'll have to do another one again sometime. But for now, I need to go sweepy. I hella sweepy.
Me too.
Same.
Superpodnetwork.com. You know what it is, God damn it. Go to the website. Find all of our shows there.
SuperPod, Super Ghost, Retro Rehab, 3DO, Gaming Collecting, Gaming Together,
Geek Addicts.
Friday Night Gamecast, Novel
Fine
Console,
Time.
Fine Time,
Remember
64,
64.
Tommy's
Tommy's
Video Game,
Run
whatever.
Along.
And Nihilist Arby's.
Do please, Nihilist Arby's, sponsor the show.
Oh, Remember 64.
He hasn't
don't forget
tweeted
Remember
since
64.
February.
Number 64.
Oh.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I miss you, Nihilist Arby's. Okay. I think, do we say bye at the end of a stream?
Sure.
Bye-bye.